This is AL Thick Madame and Cinnamon Sugar, and I am off work. I'm not trying to jinx nothing. I'm just grateful. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure, because sometimes when you say certain things out loud, certain things start to happen to counteract it. And I'm like, wait a minute now, that's not what I'm trying to do. So, I just want to make sure that that is understood before I even say what I'm about to say. So I've been noticing since I've started my new schedule, even though that just started yesterday, they are making a point to, I guess we do have enough people, and we have a lot of coverage to the point where I know I should be good on weekends. I should be. But again, I don't know why. It's like I always look at my shift, but I don't ever look at the next shift. But I think they do have people to cover it, so I won't have to stay over like that unless I volunteer and say, I want to stay over. But yeah, the first time in life that I've ever seen the schedule not have highlighted names for people who got to stay over, people who got to come in early. And I'm like, I can get used to this. Like, I feel like we should be able to work a normal schedule, the schedule that we have laid out. And if we want to work overtime and somebody done took off or whatever, you can get it every now and again like that. Or if somebody done called out, all you got to do is say, you know what? I'm that person that I want all the overtime. So if anybody call out, call me at any time, because there are people that are like that. Like, they sleep on and off in preparation for it. Like, they do the absolute most because they want that check. And I'm just like, I don't care nothing about it. I don't care nothing about being up in here. I need the money, but no. I need my sanity. So no. But anyway, I'm loving where I'm not having to come in, be forced to come in and all this other stuff. Like, we still have some residual moments where people have been, I'm trying to figure out if I need to go home. What is going on? I was gonna go to the place to get my car washed. I might need to wait until tomorrow. I don't understand what's going on. Look like the sky finna fall out. There ain't gonna be no reason for me to really go like that. But anyway, but yeah, I love it like this, to where I'm not having to hold my breath and say, all right, it's about to be 2 hours till it's time for me to get off. Do I need to prepare my body and my mind to not have a life because I'm gonna be at work for the next 4 hours or what? So yeah, I'm grateful, and I hope it stay that way, because I'm tired of my spirit. I don't want to have to do that. And even it's crazy because, like I told y'all before, we're down a couple of people. Like, old boy hasn't been there, my friend hasn't been there, the girl got fired. So we're missing at least 2 people. And I think even when the only thing that's kind of up in the air is how it's going to be for me. And I'm going to make sure I always specify me, because I'm all about me when it comes to this. The only thing that kind of made me be like, all right, now I don't know what to think is, my partner. He's coming to work tomorrow. First of all, wait a minute. Tell me why we was walking out the door. He said, hey, Blunda, I'm calling out tomorrow. I looked at him like, well, how dare you? And then, like, he be knowing that he gonna get the exact reaction out of me that he was looking for. And he died laughing. He was like, no, I'm just joking, I'll be here. So the reason why I feel like he said that, even though he was playing, was because, tell me why, when we were about to leave out, the people who were going to take our spots came in. And so one of the people, he told us, he was like, hey, we were told that, everybody who's been over here over the last couple of weeks, we're going to be over here for a while. Like, we're the ones that they want over here. So unless it's not operational, we're going to be over here. And so my partner was looking like, I kept looking at him, because like I told y'all, he went from loving being over there to not liking it at all. And he's just like, man, if I ain't need this check to pay my car note and to pay my rent, I would not be up in here. So, which is understandable, but I'm just like, woo, child. So yeah, I just wanted to look at him. Like, I really posted up and was like, like looking at his face. And he looked at me, and then he looked at the guy, and we was all looking at each other, and I was just like, I don't know how to feel. I mean, I already told y'all, to me, the only great benefit of me working in that area is that it's cooler. And for some reason, it was hot over there today. Not like upstairs hot. It was hot. But that is supposed to be somewhat of a temperature controlled area. So I'm like, all right now, I don't know who needs to be called, but y'all need to fix that, because that's not supposed to be the case. It's supposed to be cold. It's supposed to be cool at the least over there, cool. But it actually is supposed to be kind of cold. But like I told y'all, after I have left this place, I will tell y'all exactly what I mean, and y'all gonna be like, well, dang, okay then, that makes sense. Yeah, it's a lot. So yeah, I'm glad I went to the house. I'm glad I'm going to the house, rather, because I think the sky finna fall out. The bottom of the cloud finna fall out or something. Like, what in the world? Yeah. So but yeah, I had an amazing day today. Ooh, excuse me. I gotta turn this air off. I gotta stop doing it. I gotta stop. Cause it's not even, hot. So I had an amazing day today. Luckily, the person that I work with, even though he has some stuff with him, outside of not my partner, the other person, this other guy, we're gonna be together pretty much all week. And I guess, like, most of the time when we're over there, it's gonna be the three of us. And when the other guy, his days are Mondays through Fridays, and unless they don't have anybody, this woman, they're gonna have her over there, and it's the socially awkward woman. So I still don't have no issues with her. She be having some stuff where, like, everybody got something with them, but it don't never be enough for me to be like, okay, let me do whatever else and be dreadful, because it's gonna be a dreadful day because this person over there. No, it's only the side heifer. It's only her. So it's still up in the air how Saturday is gonna go, because old boy is supposed to return. We supposed to be working together. Now that's what the paperwork say in the back, but I don't know how true that's gonna be. I hope it's going to work out, so that on weekends, well, at least one day out of the week, which will be on a Saturday, we'll get to work together, because he ain't gonna see me unless we start seeing each other outside of work. Oh, y'all, excuse me. And if that happens, it's gonna be strictly, hey, how you doing, how them babies doing, and the children better be with you every single time, because what we not finna do is that, like, because he works the weekends now. His schedules are like Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, or Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays, one of the two. So yeah, they have it on the schedule where he's supposed to be back there in the new department with me and the side heifer's partner, but it's a draft right now, so I don't know what to expect. I don't know. It is what it is. So I'm excited, kinda, excuse me, to see how that's gonna work out, because like I told y'all before, there are just a few things that I like doing with the music festivals. And sometimes, like, if it ain't a music festival, I want to at least be able to be at home and enjoy my Alabama football games on Saturdays. Saturdays are my last day of the work week, but even if they have a early game, I can still get home at enough time to watch it. At one point in time, they were having 8:00 p.m. games like crazy, and I'm like, why? What is the reason for this? So, don't you try me. So, it's just a matter of, whether or not I'm going to be able to get off in the morning, or if I'm going to be getting off in the afternoon after my 12-hour shifts, because there are very few instances where they sit up there and they will schedule me to come here early to pull a 12-hour shift versus me, just doing staying over. And like I said before, they shouldn't need me to stay over, but the bulk, almost everybody that's on my shift, they elected to do the coming in early as their 12 hours. And I had to basically tell this, like, threaten somebody, like, you don't understand. Like, if you do the latter, you're going to regret it. because the most be popping off when it's time for us to actually get off. And I'm like, you have fun with that if you want to then, because I ain't doing it. At some point, if some of these people don't work out, I ain't gonna lie, I might go on ahead and sign up for the 12-hour shifts, because it ain't gonna be but 3 days out of my life unless I elect again to do 4 hours here, 4 hours there, so that I can make sure that I do have my 40 hours versus the 36 that you're gonna ultimately have if you don't volunteer or get drafted to work. But yeah, had a great day. So excited. I love when I have great days like this. What is it that I was gonna tell y'all? Something happened. What happened? Oh, tell me why I came in. They were installing something on the side that I was running yesterday. I'm like, and this was the supervisor over all of them, yet again, of the maintenance people, and the guy who is the main one, who I guess he volunteered to be the one who would, come and do stuff in our department, because only a select few of them are supposed to, well, as of right now, have dealings with that, with that particular department. I'm trying not to say my department, because no. So yeah, he spoke today. He was trying to be, playful and all of that, but I'm like, don't get it twisted. If I'm right, I'm right. Like, don't try to come for me and, obviously try me in front of your supervisor and my supervisor. Like, no, we're not finna do that. So, every now and again he spoke, and, even though I had some issues that were happening to my, my little area, the supervisor came to me and he was like, so as of right now, y'all are hitting every single goal. This, that, and the other is happening. I'm like, oh, okay. So he done set it off. I was like, okay then, honey. I told him, as long as everything do what it's supposed to do, I'm not worried about it. Excuse me. As long as everything run the way it's supposed to run, then, you're going to get what you're getting. Because I was going through resources like it was nothing today. I was like, golly. So he was like, I love it. And, anytime I needed anything, I would just call the people that I needed to call. I'm not finna tear my hand up. I'm not finna burn myself. I'm not finna kill myself. I'm not finna do none of that when there are people here who's supposed to do that. I do whatever I know that I can do, and then I go on by my business, and I keep it like that. I ain't got time for that extra stuff. So somebody asked me, well, somebody told me, they said, hey, they called me yesterday. HR called me yesterday. I was like, oh, for real? They were like, did they call you? I was like, yeah, because at first I was gonna lie. I was like, I ain't got time for lying. Like, for what? So they said, some of the questions that they asked them, they said, one in particular, they said they asked him, had he reached out to him since all this stuff went down, and he lied and said no. And I'm saying to myself, what's the reason of lying? What's the reason? I don't understand. Like, I'm not finna lie about something as simple as that. All you gotta say is, yes, he reached out. Now, if you want to still try to cover for him in some other way, what you can say is, yes, he reached out, but I don't want to discuss what was said, because he already ain't nothing he can really say, so it don't even matter, to be honest. So if we want to go there, so I just don't understand the reason why he did that. I mean, I think he probably still wants to hope and believe that he's not gay. And I'm just like, it is what it is. Like, if he gay or if you want to try something, it just is what it is. Like, it ain't that deep. I don't know. But yeah, they reached out, and I wrote more than I thought I was gonna write. So yeah. But I think because of my history, I decided to be very descriptive. Make sure that there was no misunderstanding in anything that I said to them, because all I did was outline what I'd already said to them or whatever. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, at the end of the little message, I ended up saying, That, per my observation, you know what I'm saying? Basically, it seemed like he wanted to try something out, because it's like, why is that a running theme for you? That makes no sense. That's not a running theme type of a joke to have. That makes no sense. And the person is always looking at you like, if you don't get away from me with that gay stuff, like, if that's what their response is every single time, and they just like, and you could tell they're getting angrier and angrier every time you say it, or and then, like, y'all, it even got to the point that before he even touched him, he was like, you know what, I see him coming, I go the other way. Like, should nobody look at you and feel that way, knowing that they actually are supposed to have a slight interaction with you because he has to bring you resources? Like, nobody had time for it. Ooh, I want to know if the United States Postal Service dropped off some goodies for me, because I love when they come super early. One time before the sun came up, I was at the house on one of my days off. I said, it sounds like I hear somebody scanning something. Man, I know the people ain't here yet. I know the folks ain't here. I said, but I know that sound. And I mean, I'm talking about, I was in the living room. I had everything off. So it was complete silence. And like, the slightest thing can wake me up, y'all, if I'm like not tired enough. So, yeah, since I had it like that, like the fact that I'm saying this to y'all, I'm trying to get y'all to understand that even the people upstairs now be doing the most, because you could be doing like normal stuff, but the stuff they be doing, it be so over the top that I have no chance of going to sleep until they go somewhere and sit down, until they decide to go to sleep, basically. But yeah, I still had all the neighbors around me living their normal lives. But I mean, the fact that thing said bleep, they scanning stuff, I said, wait a minute, because I was expecting packages that day. That's why I was like, wait a minute, I know that ain't the folks scanning in no package right now. I politely put on my shoes and got my keys and went and unlocked my thing, and I had every single package that I was waiting for. There are some times that they come here 2-3 times a day. Just the postal service. I don't understand why, but they'll come by a couple of times a day. Like, do y'all have that much that y'all got to be like, all right, you know what? I already got some stuff right now. I'll run this route right now, and I'm going to come back. I'm going to circle back later on and do this. Like, wait a minute. Is that what we got going on? I don't know. But ever since I first encountered that, when I walk in the door, like now I'm about to go inside, it is about to be 8:30 a.m. I'm about to go and unlock my mailbox and go look at my door as well, because I have a couple of items that should be coming soon that I've ordered. So very excited. Very excited about those things. I'm being crazy. It ain't nothing nasty. I'm just being crazy. But anyway, but yeah, y'all, like I said, I had a good day. I don't know what is happening. I really feel like it's finna rain or something. It does not feel, I feel weird, y'all. I think that's what I feel so weird, because I had to tell myself today is Wednesday. I pay bills and run errands and do all kinds of stuff like that on Wednesdays, but I gotta prepare to go to sleep sooner than later. But depending on how I feel, I might go out and I don't know what I want to do today though, because I have like certain things I'm paying today by phone and app and all that stuff or whatever. So I don't know. If I go somewhere today, it'll probably be something that'll take me less than an hour to fully complete. So within the next 4 to 6 hours, I will probably run an errand or two and come back to the house, and then start winding down so I can go to sleep. I gotta watch while I'm in the middle of waiting, playing the waiting game, because I'm gonna watch the very first episode of the last season of Queen Sugar. I'm so excited. So that means that if all goes according to plan, they ain't doing the most. this weather ain't acting a fool, that I will be doing a recap review on it. Y'all know I've been doing recap reviews on them for a while, so let's see how it goes. I know that one of the characters is not going to be there. The woman who plays Charlie, she suffered a miscarriage in real life, and it did something to her. It kind of broke her in a way, and the way that last season ended for that character, it's believable that she's not there. And so the different characters, her sister and brother and aunt and all of them, you know, the son, everybody can always refer to her and be like, oh, she busy, and oh, she doing this, and, you know, without her actually being present. So, you know, definitely continuing to pray for her, because I think I've already mentioned this before. At one point in time, I don't remember if it was at the end of one of the last episodes from last season, but yeah, that took a toll on her, and I think some behind the scenes stuff, but if nothing else, the majority of it was because of the miscarriage that she suffered. All right, y'all, thank y'all for listening. I'm about to go inside and eat, and again, watch Queen Sugar. I got other stuff I want to watch too. We're gonna see if that happens, but it just depends on how I feel and how the weather is. Hopefully the Wi-Fi is available, because I don't trust the weather. It's crazy. But anyway, y'all, have a good day. I'll see y'all later. Bye.